Hey everyone, Dude, it's Jude here back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and today we're taking a look at the Octagram Master Duel Season 3 Tournament number 2 Meta Report. So last week we covered Octagram Season 3 Tournament 1, which was won by MJ with Tirgament's Ishizu, and it was a very spicy event with 21 players. It was really large. For this week, it's a more modest 9 players, but nevertheless, it was still a very competitive tournament. And as you can see, looking at the Swiss rounds, Riden, who is the current Battle of Champions winner for Octagram, has had a 4-0 sweep in Swiss, undefeated in Swiss. And the only undefeated player, which is pretty impressive, and then followed by the top four, which includes Kea Ruga, Rostroneko, Clockwork, and these four are some of the best players for the week, and I'm excited to show you their deck list. But before we go to that, we want to take a look at the ones that didn't make top cut, but still had pretty impressive and spicy deck lists. So we have Senpai Ken, who last week was leading Swiss, undefeated if I recall correctly. So we're gonna look at his deck list first. So first off, his deck list for this week is Bistil Spright. I think this was a change from the Sword Soul last week. So Bistil Spright, the main goal here is to run a lot of level 2s. You can see Deep Sea Diva. You can just summon a level 2 outright. You get this Crow, you get the Blackwing, you get Shinobi Necro, you get the Spright Engine, and 3 Assault Synchron, which is very great, very spicy. Special summon from hand, take 700 damage, doesn't matter because it's a really powerful busted tuner. And then you have the Bistil package with Rebellion, 2 Saronir, 1 Druis, 1 Magnemite, and 1 Baldrake. And then you get a Nemesis Corridor just for the Colossus play, which is insane. I think he plays Cupid Pitch on this. We'll find out later. But yeah, the deck looks spicy so far. And yeah, Bistil, 3 Rebellion, Brand Regain, Branded Beast, and the usual Sprite spells, and then Anti-Hand Trap. So just very normal for the Bistil Sprite list, but this is really cool. This is a really powerful deck that's pretty consistent because it can play Sprite lines if it can't access the Bistils, and it can play the mid-range Bistil grind game if the Sprites don't come up, but the Sprites will most likely come up because you have so many level 2s on the deck. For the extra deck, yeah, Cupid Pitch, so you can search Nemesis Corridor, go into Colossus Chaos, Ruler, best level 8, Synchro in the game right now. You get Axel Synchro, also another great level 8. You get Baron and Chen Ying, and then you get links for the Sprite. So you get Almirage Seals because you can make 2 dragons and go Seals. 1 Gigantic, 1 IP Masquerade, 2 Elf for Recursion and Recovery. Sprite Sprint for the dump. Nightmare Unicorn and Avermax for the IP Masquerade targets. Very simple list. But I like how powerful this is. This is really good. I like how consistent and very simple this list is. It does its job really well, and it just stomps the competition hard. I would like to see Ken use this list more, and let's see how he does in future Octagram tournaments. Next we have his side deck. So 2 DD Crow, 2 Droll and Lockbird, 2 Nibiru, 1 Duster, 2 Dark Ruler, a Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmic for the Floodgates. Of course, he also has 2 Red Reboot because, if you're playing in the Philippines, whether it be Master Duel or OCG, you have to be wary about trap decks, and there are a lot of them. Evenly, just for the quick board break, and pretty much near board wipe, so if you need that. So pretty solid. Main deck, extra deck. I like Bistil Spright. It does its job well. It's kind of expensive, but it's pretty worth the investment because you're getting pretty much a solid splashable engine that can be used in many decks as well. Next we have Grim on fifth place. So he's running branded Tirgament, which is pretty spicy. When you can see the Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries on main, which is, yeah, very, very spicy because I think this is used to counter the amount of branded and Tirgaments that you see in ranked ladder, and he just brought the same ranked list into the tournament, expecting branded and Tirgament, which is fair because branded and Tirgament were pretty much dominating the season 3 tournament 1. So really cool. So for the rest of the deck, pretty standard Tirgament ratios. 2 Albas, 2 Aluber, Mercurier, you get Springans Kit, and 1 Cartesia, and then a small Basil package. You get Snow for when it gets milled, it goes bonkers. And next we have the extra deck, which includes a Mud Dragon, Kit Kalos, Dragostapelia, branded fusion targets. You get the Burn here, Rinbrom, and Grand Guigno. And then Rule Kalos, Guardian Chimera, and Kaleido Heart. And then Gigantic Spright for the level 2 special summon. Or I think this is more of the Cherry's target, my bad. And then Time Thief for Doer. But everything else here can be either a Cherry's target or a special summon. So that's pretty spicy. I like this concept of using cherries. So really, really nice to see it. And then for the side deck, 2 Super Poly for board breaking. There can be only one just to stun the board evenly for the board wipe. 1 Red Reboot and Invader of Darkness to kill quick play. This is mostly because of Runic, I guess. So just in case Runic comes up. And for extra deck, as you can see, he is prepared for the Runic and Dragon Link matchup and has 2 cherry targets on the side. And then the rest of the side are 3 Cosmic, 1 Harpy. This guy hates Runic, and it's fair. It's fair to counter Runic, especially post side, because they get hit hard by a lot of board breakers going second. Next up, for the 4th placer, we have Kayaruga, who is running a spicy Endymion deck. Wait, we're gonna go back here. Yeah, Endymion is pretty powerful. It's a strong pendulum deck that just plonks out so many counters. And that sets up a lot of negation that isn't once per turn, and it gets really annoying. Going first with full combos, pretty much an FTK. Maybe even under Maxi at times, so this is pretty nasty. So you can see the Endymion deck list. You get all the draw spells into the 3 Upstart, 3 into the Void, 2 Pot of Desires, and you just get so many draw spells, and you get 2 Triple Tactics, which is extra 2 draws, even more chicken game. So for the spell counters, these are all for the spell counters of Endymion. It's crazy. And then you get Necro Valley and Secret Village just to floodgate your opponent out of doing anything in the deck. And for the extra deck, it's the usual Pendulum Shenanigans, Electromite, Beyond the Pendulum, and then you get IP, and then you get Appaloosa, Access Code, Underworld Goddess, and Selene. Selene is very great on this deck because it's naturally a spellcaster deck, so it all works. You get the Fusion Dragon here, and then, yeah, pretty nasty. The Endymion deck strategy is pretty powerful. Pendulums are really powerful, but they're really hard to pilot, and it's nice to see a Pendulum strategy come out in Top Cut, especially in Team Octagram. So for the side deck, Magician Souls, extra Pendulum targets. This one is a Floodgate, this 5 Rainbow, I think this is the one. 2 Allure of Darkness, extra draws, an extra Necro Valley, extra Foolish, and then 2 Called By. And then for, yeah, really powerful, really powerful. So yeah. Next up, we have Clockwork, who is 3rd place with Rikas and Avalon. So this is pretty standard, Rikas and Avalon, with a bit of Parallel Exceed here, because you can get this out and it's really good, really fast. So you can get an instant rank 4 with this strategy. So this is pretty good. So standard Rika Sun Avalon ratio, Sunseed Genius, the Rika, and then Sunseed, and a lot of plant extenders and GY. The trigger in GY allow you to extend. It's a feels like a very heavy deck list, but this is fine for Rika because a lot of their cards can go off, can be one card starters. So that's pretty good. Lone Fire Blossom and one off of a lot of cards here. Solemn Judgment, Rika Traps here. We get Concon and Glamour here. It's really interesting, really spicy. But yeah, Rika, the Rika Sanavalon extra deck pre-standard. You get the Dryas, you get the Teardrop and Strena, two Aroma Seraphy Jasmine, and the other Sanavalon extra deck. Next we have the side deck. One Droll. This is a crossout target, I think, if if I recall correctly. This cactus card is really a crazy cactus bouncer. One Nibiru, you get Regeki, Monster Reborn. Lots of one-offs. So pretty spicy, pretty interesting that he runs a lot of one-offs on side, and it's pretty cool. And a small world for assurance. If you can search anything with this card if you know how to bridge them properly. So that's really nice. Now for the second placer, we have Rostro Neko with branded Despia. So this is this is pretty much a standard branded Despia list. So the usual you have 2 Cartesia, 3 Saronir, and pretty modest Bestial package here. You get Regain Beast. You get the usual. So this is pretty much the usual branded list, and it's pretty great to see, because this is one of the best decks right now in Master Duel next to Tirgament. And yeah, seeing this top is no surprise because it's a really powerful deck. Now we go to the side deck, 3 Droll just to kill any search deck. Lanceo just in case there's banish shenanigans like Runic, Duster, Triple Tactics, 3 Super Poly, and then this is the Earth Ignister, so just in case Cybers comes up, I guess. I forgot the materials, but yeah, this is pretty generic, so it's a good Super Poly target. And of course, 2 Evenly just to wipe the board. And then we go to the winner, so Reden won the, not only led Top Cut, but he remained undefeated on the way to the championship. So he is running Spright Melfi. Last week he was running D-Link. He had a 3-3 record there, but now he is undefeated with Spright Melfi, and it's pretty crazy because this is just level 2 turbo with a bit of Bestial for the hand trap disruption. But Swap Frog engine, Nimble engines, Melfi engine, Spright engine. This is the full level 2 Unga Bunga combo. This is pretty nice, and I like this deck. It's really consistent. It allows you to just get into all the level 2s you want to have, and it's really, really solid. So let's go with the rest of the deck. You get the usual hand traps. So all the regular bells and whistles of Spright. You also get Herald of Arclight, which you can synchro summon, which is a banished floodgate. You get the Melfi, Synchro NXC, Sky Cavalry Centuria for the Zeus play. On the Bamaru for the banish, you get 2 Gigantic, 2 Elf, and then the usual IP Sprint, and then the targets, which include Avermax and Appaloosa, and then Underworld Goddess. So this is a pretty simple yet solid deck list. I think one of the best ways to win in tournaments, and especially in Master Duel tournaments, is to pretty much stick to a very consistent yet simple strategy, but simple yet powerful ones. And Spright is pretty straightforward. It's a deck that when you see it play, you know what it will do because it's level 2 shenanigans, and they just link climb, exceeds, and do a bit of synchro sometimes to get the board that they want, and pretty much set up a pretty strong disruption board that's so hard to break at its best state. And now finally, let's look at the side deck. So 3 Drone Lockbird, 2 Pancratops. I like seeing Pancratops, really powerful board breaker. And then you see Duster, you see 2 Cyclone, Dark Ruler just to shut down combo decks, Double Cross for the extra oomph for the Spright, and then finally 3 evenly matched. And that's it for the Octagram Season 3 Tournament 2 report. And this is a bit shorter than the last time, but this shows you that Master Duel meta is pretty much catered for the top 3 decks, which includes Tiramisu, Shizu, Branded, and then Spright. Those 3 decks are the ones that will dominate this month of Master Duel, unless until we see a new ban list by the end of the month, which usually happens right now since Master Duel updates ban lists every month now. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for the Octagram Season 3 number 2 meta report, and that was a pretty solid tournament from how it looks. And if you have any comments on how to join the Octagram Season 3 tournament, or if you want to know more about Philippine Master Duel meta, you can leave a comment below to ask. We'll answer, and folks at Octagram will also be able to answer your questions. If you like the video, leave a like here. You can share this video, especially for those who are playing Master Duel in the Philippines, who wanna know how to compete while playing Master Duel. This is great. There are prizes at stake here, cash prizes sometimes, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Yu-Gi-Oh mini cores and stuff, and even packs that are at stake. So it's pretty cool. And if you like, if you want to help the channel grow, you can subscribe to the channel. That would be really great. But for now, this is it for the video, and I hope to see you guys soon again. And thanks for watching, and goodbye.